Do you realize every time you say something, you are commanding it into your reality? So that means every time you say anything that you do not want to come into existence, it does not matter. You are commanding it because your words are literal thoughts, literal spells. And so that's why there are so many words that we have banned in the aligned soul world. My mom used to always say life and death are in the power of the tongue. And so she said, if you don't want it and it is not what you want to create in your life, do not say it, Christine. And so from a very young age, I have been very cognizant of the words that I use. And so I'll give you some examples. If you say, I am trying to create something, then you are creating delay. You are saying it's not here. I'm trying it. You're not even saying that you are moving, doing, acting in the process. Like you are delaying it. Just from the word trying. Trying, banned, aligned. So we don't say that. No trying. I say you're not trying, you're doing. Another thing, if you were to say, for example, I cannot afford, that is you speaking lack into your reality. There are so many other ways. I'm choosing not to purchase this at this time. Enough. Because you can change your language and you can immediately start to see the difference. I've had a client, she was in a process of selling out her mastermind. Every word, I'm not so sure, I'm trying this. I was like, shift your language. I was like, every time you hear yourself saying, trying, attempting, doesn't look like, I can't. I was like, immediately shift it. And she started to do that. She ended up selling out her mastermind and having 3 straight $30,000 months. This is what's possible when you shift your words. Now, this is so important because when you learn to speak your reality, you aren't afraid to remember that you are the divine and that you are the one who commands. When you know your words are bond, your words are law, then you decide to take in that responsibility of being the commander, the writer, the director of your reality. And so I am going to, if you are watching this on TikTok, come to YouTube, because what I am going to do is to give you 10 phrases to stop saying today that you will see an immediately shift in how you feel and what is starting to unfold in your reality. And I'm going to give you 10 phrases, power phrases to say instead. Also, I'm going to tell you how to see if you are, like how to catch yourself in the midst of those statements, because oftentimes we're moving on autopilot and we can't even catch ourselves. So if you are ready for that, you click link in bio or whatever to get to my YouTube so that you can watch this video, see the 10 phrases that you should remove from your language and 10 things to add. Here are 10 phrases that are killing your manifestations, absolutely destroying them. The first, this word is banned from the aligned soul, and it is I'm trying to. You're not trying to, you are doing. Trying has effort baked into it. It is a spell to make you struggle, and it creates effort, delay, and no results. What else should you not say? Number 2, I can't afford. That creates lack into your reality. It makes things unaffordable. It blocks your money flow. Cannot, no, not saying that. Next, I need more followers. I need more clients. I need more money. Need. What need is doing is, it is showing the world, right? It's showing the universe, God within you, source, that you do not have it already. And it keeps you in a perpetual state of, I don't. It's another lack-based term. And so it gives you perpetual medias and it makes you chase. Next, depending on your frequency, this can help you rise up, but it is not for the declaration. It's not for the person that's saying, I'm creating my reality. It's not for the person that's saying, this is mine already. So the phrase is, I hope. If you are lower and you are in despair, hope is great for you. But for the people watching this video right now that are desiring to really skyrocket, to blow the frick up, hope is not where you need to go. You're not hoping, you decided. Hope is filled with uncertainty. You're not so sure. You are not decided. And so hope is waiting. Let me wait and see. Let me wish. It's not you being in your creator mode, the divine diva mode of I'm manifesting. This is what it is. Another one, maybe someday. This is that energy of when I get, maybe when it happens. This is killing any instant manifestation because you are focused on some undefined future when there's no past and no future. Everything is in the now moment. And so it's creating this waiting on maybe someday when I feel, and it's not letting you see that you create in every single moment. Number 6, I'm working on it. Oh my God. No, it implies that it's not done. And what do I say? When you decide it is done, it's not about working on it. Working on it keeps you in the process. Another one, number 7, it's hard to. It's hard to create difficulty in your experience. And it works for people that need difficulty to manifest because they don't see or believe in ease. But in the Alliance of World, we believe in ease. Ease is the way. You get to create in an easeful way. But if you're always saying this is hard too, or it's hard for me, you are aligning yourself with more struggle. Another one, I should. Stop shoulding all over yourself. Shoulding creates external pressure. Shoulding means that it's like you have guilt, obligation. It's like there's no power. It's as if someone told you what you should do. And instead of being the writer, director, and like producer of your own reality, you're doing what someone else told you to do. We ain't got no time for that. And 9 and 10. I've talked about this a little bit already, but number 9 is when I get this, then I will. That is not how creation works. No, that is not how creation works. You need to be it before you receive it. And so when you say, when I wait, you have added condition and you have added something external. When manifestation is in the instant you decide, then the 3D gets to catch up. It's not, I'm going to try to become. It's, I am already it. I've decided this is what gets to happen. And so it is. Number 10, I'm not ready yet. You receive that desire from within, the divine within you. You are ready because the desire came in. There's no ready in this anyway. There's no such thing as ready. But you wouldn't have that desire if it wasn't for you. And so what I'm not ready yet does is it declares that you are in an incomplete state and not in all that is. You are a source spark. You are a fractal of source. Source is within you. You are all that is. You are ready for anything you decide you are. You wouldn't have the desire if you weren't already ready. All right. What about the 10 phrases? So there are 10 power phrases that we love to use in Be Aligned Soul World, and I am going to give you all 10. All right. Number 1, I am. I am, and speaking authority, speaking power after those words. I am powerful. I am wealthy. I am the authority. I am known. I am visible. I am the spiritual celebrity. Whatever that is, whatever you are deciding you desire to have in the world, declare that that is who you already is, because you already are. Because once you declare it, it's done. The next phrase, it is done. Everybody knows I say done and done. Once I decide, it's already done. I don't need the 3D world to prove it to me. I know because I speak, and so it is. Let there be light. No, I am light, and so it is. And so when I know it is already done, it's already happened, what that does is create certainty, completion, and it allows the 3D to do its job and catch up. My favorite, I decide. Manifestation comes in the command. It's in the decision. It's not a hope. It's not a wish. It is a decision. And when you decide, that creates an instant shift because decision takes you off one path and puts you on another. It totally X's out any other options. When you have made a strong decision, a full body decision, it's an instant shift when you decide to let it be. Number 4, I am money, right? So you have the I am, and people are like, money flows to me. What if you knew it's not about money flowing to you? What if you knew that it is just who you are? I am money. Therefore, money is me. Money is here to support all of my desires because I am money and money is me. There's no separation. You don't have to worry about receiving it because it is who you are. So of course you receive who you. Another one, I command. Command works because it's you being source, commanding reality, telling reality to bend and shape to your wish. You are source. You're all that is. All that is within you, and there are no limits. Number 6, I receive. I receive. So I receive is a really good one, and especially it's like an in-between one. Number 6, I receive. The reason why I receive works, it works for someone who is still working up to the fact that they are it and there's nothing separating them. And so when you say I receive, you are playing the role of both sugar. When you say I command and then you say I receive, you're playing the role of both sugar baby and the sugar daddy at the same time. The sugar baby receives, the sugar daddy commands. And so when you are the sugar daddy, you command it so, and you get to be the sugar baby, the human in the divinity, the divine in the human body that gets to receive it. And so receiving puts you in an open posture, and it means that it is coming to you. You are not chasing it. Okay. One of my most favorite is this or something better. The reason why this works is because it releases my human from needing it to be a certain way. It reminds me that I only can see a certain piece of it, but the bigger part of me sees it all and know that it unfolds into my reality in a plethora of ways, and I'm open to it all. So that's number 8. Number 9, I am ready now, because there is no ready. You get to have a declaration, say, I'm it now, I'm ready now. Because it tells your human keys, right? You know, I'm about the woo and the do, woo do. And so it's about your spirit turning into form. And there's a piece of you that might feel, oh, it's not here yet, so that means I'm not ready. But the truth is, you were always ready. There was never a time when you were not ready. Number 9, hashtag of course. I have a whole program on, of course it's done. Of course it's done. Of course, because I declared it. That is my favorite thing when my clients are like, I did this, I did that. I'm like, hashtag of course. Because it's the inevitability. Of course it happened. The 3D was just catching up. When you decided it was already done, you didn't need to try to be something else or do something else. When you said, I decide this, it is done. And number 10, I now decide. This statement is a big statement that I hope my clients use when we talk about instant belief shifts. I'll do a whole video on that. If you want to know about instant belief shifts, put it in the comments. But you can shift your belief instantly. And I love to say, okay, what was I believing? What was the previous belief? And then I say, and now I decide. This is what I'm deciding to believe and to know. This is what I'm deciding. And now I decide. Because it puts me in the now moment. It puts me in a dead declaration. And it just says, this is what is happening. And so it is. Okay. And then finally, I believe I said it, but I'm going to say it again. And so it is. And so it is that sealing of your decision. It's the sealing of the declaration. And it's saying, of course, this is happening for me. Of course, this is how it is, because I have declared it so. And so it is. And so I end a lot of my statements, a lot of my videos on health switches and all it feels. But before I say it, like when I'm doing an audio in La Lumiere or in any of my other programs, I'm like, and so it is. Because I know every time I say something, it is so. So how do you recognize if you are caught up? How do you catch it? One, just the intention of saying, I am going to catch when I am saying these things, even if I'm on autopilot, is placing your brain in awareness. It is already allowing yourself to declare what gets to happen going forward. Even if it was a habit, even if it's something that you used to do all the time, when you decide that you are going to shift this and you are going to declare something, you have now created a situation where your brain is going to start looking for that. And you're going to be like, oh, wow, I just said trying. Okay, let me shift it. And so once you find yourself saying it, stop yourself mid-sentence, rephrase that with a power statement. So rephrase that immediately, because you're going to feel the energetic difference in your body, because this is about embodiment. So I'll give you an example. If you were like, I can't blow up because I'm only getting 200 views. Oh, can't. Okay, that just limits me. I just put myself in a limitation phase, limitation mode when no limits exist. How do I rephrase that? Well, of course I got 200 views and I get to have 200 more. And I'm so blessed and so excited. And so I appreciate each and every one of those 200 views. And so it is. More are coming. Hundreds of people are watching. That one view from that one person opened me up to 2,000 more. That is what you get to say. If you say, I'm trying to get more clients, you get to say, I'm the one client seek out. Of course, I have hundreds of clients. Clients are beating down my door. Clients are in my DMs now. There's hundreds of people watching my video right now, pressing the link so that they can. It's not trying. It's already happened. Instead of, I hope it works, it is done. It is done. It is done. Instead of, oh, I can't buy that right now, you can just say, I choose not to buy that in this moment. It is mine. I'll buy it when I want to, when I decide. And so just remember that your words are spells. The way you speak about yourself, about your life, about what you have, they are literally creating your reality in real time. And so the more you just remember that your words are spells, they're literally creating your reality in real time. And so the more you see your language develops and creates what you actually experience, the easier it's going to be for you to declare it, and so it is. This is a big piece of WooDo. WooDo is my space for spiritual entrepreneurs to go from best kept secret to spiritual celebrity, to go from, working on manifestation to instant manifestation, to go from low visibility and or visibility that they know is supposed to be bigger to big visibility, to go from consistent clients to blow my mind. I have so many clients in my world. This is what is possible. And if that is calling your name, definitely click the link in bio, message me on one of these platforms, and we'll start to get you into the next steps. I am Christine Michelle. I am your energetic strategist, and I am your spiritual advisor. I help my clients go from best kept secret to spiritual celebrity, be the divine diva, and embody their divinity. Instant manifestations are the hashtag. If you have any questions, put it underneath this video. I'll make a video for you so that you can see how to utilize this in your like kiss with all the fields and what, and say it big.